Welcome to Invictus Games, the Daily Show. I'm Jody Vance, and I've got a big smile on my face because I'm alongside my partner in crime here, Jonathan Edwards, of course.
Me, yeah.
That's
Jonathan
you.
Edwards, it's me.
It's you.
And we've had 3 days of sport already.
And
so it's a good time for a little debrief. What's
Right.
been your favourite moment so far?
Oh my goodness, that is so hard to say. You know, the opening ceremony was so magical, which was, you know, a big deal, but I truly love the guests in studio, seeing all the medals, hearing the stories behind what it took to get here, what it's like to have the family members and friends here to cheer them on. It's just, it's very inspirational. Yeah.
The interviews have been great. Hugo the dog was a star for sure. But, you know, I love the curling. It's a bit like watching snooker back home in England. I just like the way that stone goes down and then sometimes it rests in the, it's not the target, but whatever it's called. So I like that.
I just like the way you say snooker.
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 Very, very English.
Yeah.
Anyway, we are feeling a bit bereft down here at the moment because the entire Invictus family has decamped up to Whistler for all those snow sports. But the Daily Show is not unrepresented. We sent, who did we send?
JJ.
Welcome to Whistler. This place is a winter playground, but of course, our competitors have not come to play. But before things get too serious, let's kick things off with a little party.
In Vancouver and Whistler here, I have to tell you that you're my family, you're my people. You know, I wasn't brought here to sing, but it is impossible when I feel this love to not go, birds flying high, you know how I feel, sun in the sky, you know how I feel, breeze drifting on by, you know how I feel. It's a new dawn, it's a new day, it's a new life. I'm not doing it alone. For me. And I'm and I can't tell you how proud I am by how you represent us. You really do. And more than that, it's funny, I talk to my kids about Spider-Man and Batman, and I love those movies, and I love those comic books. But tonight, we're surrounded by athletes who are real superheroes. Real superheroes. It's humbling, and it's an honor for me to tell you that, listen, I know how difficult something like this is, and I wanted to make sure I did this right. Because without the incredible effort of this young man, none of this would happen. So please welcome the Duke of Sussex and the founder of the Invictus Games Foundation, my friend, Prince Harry.
Hi guys. Hello. Yeah. Well, thank God Michael Bublé sang. Can you imagine bringing Michael Bublé out and saying, you know what, I didn't come to sing. And we're like, well, why are you here? To all of our competitors, welcome. Welcome to Whistler. If this is your first time, welcome, welcome. If it's not, then, well, either way, have the most incredible few days. It looks like everyone here, everyone in Whistler has come out to support you guys. We just want you to have the best time. Thank you all so much for the love, for the support, for all of these competitors. It really means a huge amount. You guys are creating the atmosphere for them over the next few days. So you all came up here, you know you're going to get cold. So thank you for the support. And my wife and I, come on here, come on. Now she's going to sing. Guys, thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank you, everybody. Have the best time.
We're about 125 kilometres north of Vancouver in the traditional ancestral lands of the Squamish and Lillooet First Nations. Oh, and it's cold. Right now, the mercury's sitting at about -10 degrees Celsius. I think that's 15 Fahrenheit for our Team USA. Of course, Whistler was home to many events during the Winter Olympic and Paralympic Games back in 2010, and now Invictus is adding to its proud sporting legacy. And you know what? It's also one of the most beautiful and healing places in the world. This place is the perfect home for the first Invictus Games Winter Hybrid. Enjoy.
Such a bluebird day up there. So proud to see Whistler putting on such a show. Look at this.
So I'm feeling a bit miffed now. Not only are we missing that, but we miss Michael Bublé.
Yeah, maybe he'll come in studio.
I love Michael Bublé.
Do you?
Michael. Yeah.
Michael.
Another summer day has come and gone away. In Paris or Rome or Vancouver. Anyway.
You just push Michael Bublé right off that stage and start crooning, Jonathan. What you could do is you can help watch as the first gold medals were handed out, or first medals in fact, but the first gold medal was handed out in Nordic. Have a look at the highlights.
For the first time ever, Nordic cross-country skiing will take place at the Invictus Games. This wonderful hybrid games of both indoor and outdoor sports. The competitors in the men's novice IN01 sit ski competition. And these are the 8 athletes who will be endeavouring to get the first race won. Massimiliano Riccio goes to the starting position. And we begin. Massimiliano Riccio of Italy, former commander of patrol boats for the Carabinieri, gets things started in the men's novice IN01 sit ski competition at the Invictus Games. The first ever winter edition of the Games in the beautiful setting of the Whistler Olympic Park. And Nordic cross-country skiing makes its debut. How fantastic that it's this gentleman who's a highly accomplished sailor gets things underway. This is Andy Allen, MBE of Team United Kingdom. From Belfast in Northern Ireland, served in the Royal Irish Regiment, was deployed to Afghanistan in March of 2008. From the Georgian Army, Alika Gigolendia, who wants a platform to raise awareness for the challenges faced by wounded warriors. The Invictus Games, he says, has been a powerful voice for him. It's not about what he has lost, it's about what he can still achieve. His teammates just behind him, this is Temuri Dadiani of Georgia, who's also said he wants to inspire others to show the world that trauma does not define a person's potential. Wants to be a source of hope. Chief Sergeant of the National Guard of Ukraine, Viktor Daiki from Donetsk. He was wounded for the first time in February of 2015 when he served in the Ministry of Internal Affairs. Second wound was in December of 2022. And he said following that he wants to show everyone who we are, that we do not give up, and we are a nation of the unconquered. So they're all underway, Blythe.
That was a wonderful pass from Viktor Daiki of Ukraine, actually going outside of the rails that he was on.
So this is how things are currently standing in the men's IN01. It is Temuri Dadiani who is the fastest.
The winner of the bronze medal, representing Team UK, Andrew Allen, MBE. The winner of the silver medal, representing Ukraine, is Viktor Daiki, a Chief Sergeant of the National Guard of Ukraine from the Donetsk region. The gold medalist with a smoldering time of 2 minutes 32.9 seconds is Temuri Didiani of Georgia. He came here to show the world that trauma does not define a person's potential, and he wants to be a source of hope. What a brilliant result in the men's novice IN01 sit-ski event.
And we're delighted to welcome into our studio the first gold medalists in the studio during these games. Temo from Georgia, congratulations.
Thank
what a
you.
fantastic performance. You must be incredibly proud.
Thank you so much. Yeah, it was very emotional to watch now.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I did it, thanks God. And I did really hard work for this.
Tell us about that. What was your training like? What was the hard work?
So, first of all, cross-country ski is not popular in my country, and it's really so we don't have a track to train for cross-country skiing. And my friends, my family members, like all of them, they helped me a lot. So they were grooming the snows by hand, by shovel, and like they used everything what was possible to use. And now we have a gold medal in the cross-country ski, and we don't have a cross-country track to train.
I was amazed. And I have to say, you went off, I mean, you took our breath away. You went away so fast.
Yeah.
And it's actually probably harder than doing it able-bodied, because you've only got your arms to do.
Yeah, when I was thinking to do cross-country skiing, everybody was telling me that, oh, it's a lot of fun, you gotta ski. And I thought it was fun, but it's not fun, it's hard. It's really hard.
You were making it look easy.
Yeah,
there is what you were doing. Congratulations. Now this is your first.
Yeah, it's a first medal for my team, and it's gold. And I wish to my team, we have a next few days in competitions, and we have a team. And I wish them good luck and wish them medals.
And the amazing thing is this is your second Invictus Games in Canada.
Yeah, it's my second Invictus game in my life, and same in Canada as well.
Welcome back.
Thank you.
Do you have family here with you?
I have a wife. So first time when I came in Toronto, 2017, first Invictus game, I was not married. Now I have a wife with me. We have a kid, 3 years old, and so I'm now 3 times happier than I was in 2017.
I love that. Whenever you mention a family with the littles, we have to do, if we can, a little wave to the camera and say, right there, say hi to your family.
Hi to my wife, my kid, my parents.
That's good.
And what does it mean to win a gold medal?
That's very, how to say, so when you work hard and then when you achieve for what you worked, that feels very fantastic and
satisfying.
Thing is, you're quite used to gold medals, aren't you?
Yeah.
So many record holders out here, I can't even.
So
let's hear it.
Five times world champion.
World champion, yeah.
Arm wrestling.
Yes. Para arm wrestling.
Para arm wrestling.
Guinness Book of World Record holder.
Guinness Book of World Records.
Twice.
For push-ups. I did twice too. I mean,
Okay.
I mean,
Congratulations.
Thank you. So, I mean,
yeah.
So this is obviously all after. So you were blown up on the 3rd of August 2011 in Afghanistan.
Yes.
And from there, it was a case of piecing your life back together.
Yeah. So I got injured 2011, 3rd of August in Afghanistan, in the Helmand province, and after that, always I try to do something good the same day to remind the good things when 3rd of August is coming. So I did my first record in 3rd of August, second one I improved 3rd of August, I got married 3rd of August, and I was trying to get my kid's birthday 3rd of August, but he was born 23 July. Yeah. little bit earlier.
earlier.
Little bit earlier.
Close, close.
Yeah,
These
10
things
days.
are harder to plan for sure.
10 days earlier, yeah.
That is amazing.
Yeah,
So sport and the Invictus Games and obviously the other things that you do has just been incredibly important for you and for your rehabilitation and your journey back to normal life.
Yes, yeah. So especially Invictus Games is very important for us because so we are like when game starts, when we are together, so we all are feels that we all know each other very well because we have like same stories, we have like same days like
Experience. Yeah.
and we had like same stressful days, and we share experience each other how we deserve these days, how we like left these days back, and how we are trying to be better every day, and yeah, we are like one family, and we have not met each other like before physically, but when we meet to the Invictus Games, we feel like we are very old good friends, and that's really important for us. Yeah.
To the future Invictus competitor who might be watching right now from any of the 23 nations that we're going out to, when we watch the medal be put around your neck, when that gold medal was put around your neck today in this moment, what do you say to those people watching wishing they could achieve maybe a little bit of what you've done?
That's a
here?
great way, after our injuries, that's a great way to represent your country and to be proud for your country again. You know, that's a great way. The sport gave me a lot to be back in active life. So I always say that when I got injured, everybody had the stressful days, everybody had the like very bad days, and when I decided to continue my life actively, so I always say that the sport gave me discipline. So it turned me back in discipline when I was living in army life, and so discipline drives you from good to great, and that's my motivation.
You're a great symbol of hope. Thank you for coming in, and
Thank you.
congratulations on your performance.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. This is The Daily Show.
Invictus Games 2025 honors This Personal Journey, presented by ATCO.
My role in the Canadian Armed Forces was as a combat engineer, demolitions, mine warfare, and bridging. My injury occurred in 2005 in Bosnia-Herzegovina. Returned home and I continued to work. I managed to keep a lot of my injuries buried. And then unfortunately you can't do that. And at some point they find out. I have had many dark days and a lot of tangles with suicide. Once we each pulled apart the traumas and the way that we felt about it, and really helped you get a different perspective on your trauma. If we share a little bit of that, it divides it just a little bit. Getting into the Invictus Games is a very personal journey. My husband and my children have been inside the four walls that I'm talking about being stuck inside of with my PTSD. So guess who's been right alongside with me with it? The ski trainer that I have right now talked me down the steepest run in Whistler, and the power of just being behind my helmet and no other voices, and me making every decision about where my life was going and how I was going to get there. This is a life savior. I am Assunta Aquino, and I am honored.
This Personal Journey was supported by ATCO, co-presenting partner of Invictus Games 2025.
Now, you remember JJ Chalmers was up in Whistler enjoying the superstars, Michael Bublé, Prince Harry, Meghan. He's also been doing a little bit of work. Here's his guide to the skeleton.
Well, I'm not sure whose smart idea this was. 500 meters of sheet ice, and you're on a tea tray for about 30 to 40 seconds, reaching speeds of up to 100 kilometers an hour. And when you combine that with our competitors, who are some of the toughest, fiercest, and competitive people in the world, it doesn't get much more Invictus than skeleton.
So you're the first to go down.
Yes.
How come that's come about? What an honor.
So I've been sliding paraskeleton for about the last 7 years. And I was actually the first paraskeleton to slide from the top of Whistler. So I got invited to be a forerunner with one of my colleagues, and he'll be forerunning the races tomorrow. So it's really an honor to be here as kind of an ambassador for the sport.
Tell me, what do you personally get out of sliding?
So when you're on the ice, the only thing you're thinking about is sliding. And it's such a freeing feeling. You don't think about, I don't think about my leg, I don't think about my prosthetic, I don't think about any pain. You're just free, you're flying, you feel like the wind in your face, going by, your helmet, and it's just, your mind is clear. And yeah, that's it. It's for those 60 seconds, you're just can be nothing else but you and the ice and your sled.
Beautiful. Right.
Yeah.
I'm not going to hold you back.
Okay.
Good luck.
Thank you. Thank you.
Every person wanted to try and wanted to be here, and this is obviously the first Invictus game with winter adaptive sports, so everyone wanted to give it a go, and especially on this skeleton track, which should be absolutely a sight to see.
And some of these competitors have never experienced this sport before. Most have never experienced this sport before. So huge congratulations to all of them on the courage in actually embarking upon it on this world famous course. And this is the gentleman who's going to get us underway.
Looking good. Go number one.
Frederick de Keyser of Belgium. Great to start this competition, the first ever skeleton competition at the Invictus Games, with an Invictus Games medalist, a discus medalist at The Hague in 2022.
Well, he's off, and there's no turning back.
Here we go. He's going to finish right now in about just around 40 seconds. A great opening run for Mr. de Keyser.
This is so Invictus. Obviously, some of the competitors don't take their legs with them, so they put them in this box, and then it gets taken to the bottom of the hill, and it meets them there. What a world.
Nice and relaxed through here. Yep.
Well, okay.
Yeah, this is okay. This is okay. Okay, Antonio, move up a little bit. Keep your head straight. You're good now. I got you.
Okay, with you.
Just a second.
Good. Bye.
So, Michaela,
But how did you get involved in this?
So I've been involved in skeleton since 2004. I raced for Team Canada, I raced for the Swiss team, and then when I retired, I started coaching, and I actually coached there's only been two para athletes that have gone off the top of Whistler, and I was able to coach both of them, and they've gone up the top of Whistler, so reaching speeds up of like 125, 130 kilometers an hour. And then so last year for the test event for the Invictus Games, they asked me if I could help out, and it was a really amazing experience. So I've spent the last year like helping develop the rules and the technical guidelines for today's event.
Wow.
Yeah.
How are you feeling about it? Like, you got a big smile on your face.
Yeah, I mean, the opportunity to introduce my favorite sport to so many different people is amazing. And then the inspiration that I've been able to take from these athletes and these participants and their stories, and it's been so cup-filling and emotional and inspiring that, yeah, I'm so excited for today.
Of course, you've had to have learned quite a lot of stuff yourself as well. Talk to me about how you sort of adapt to the training and even the equipment.
Yeah, totally. So the equipment was something that was, there's not a lot of different skeleton equipment, so
It's just a tea tray, right?
Yeah, pretty much. It's a very high-tech tea tray, but it was amazing to see all the different athletes with all the different physical impairments and how we could adapt our way of thinking, I think, about the sport and kind of open our mind to what is possible. And so I think for me, as a traditional skeleton coach, opening up my mind to what's possible with the para world of skeleton, I think that's been the biggest adaptation that we've had.
Aside from an incredibly good time, what do you think folks are going to get out of today?
I think that skeleton is so much about bravery, and all of these competitors already have bravery, but in this different context of essentially committing to throwing yourself down a mountain, and all I've told them is to relax, and you're going to go up to 100 kilometers an hour, and they're excited. They're excited for that new experience. They're excited to experience it with this new community of Invictus athletes, which is really amazing. I think that there's going to be a couple bumps, there's going to be a couple bruises, but I think that the feeling of adrenaline and the rush that they're going to get when they cross that finish line is I think that's the main feeling I'm looking forward to them feeling.
Yeah, I mean, I'm just excited to watch it.
Yeah, it's going to be a lot of fun.
All right, I'll let you get on because they're starting to unload
Yeah,
from
they
the
are
buses.
down there.
Good luck.
Perfect. Thank you so much.
Okay, she can get down on the
Okay. Yeah, you can get on there. Okay, nice and relaxed. Okay, have fun, Elizabeth.
All right, have fun.
I was expecting a much more nervous energy, but these guys are fully up for this. Maybe it's the friends and family down the hill that are feeling it.
What was it like watching Liz?
That was so cool.
Amazing.
She's been talking non-stop for months since she knew she was getting into the skeleton.
It was so quick, but we did it in slow-mo. So we got the front end and the back end.
Yeah, and we got her amazing suit that she was wearing as well in full slow-mo, so she's going to love that. Yeah.
How much does this mean to her?
So much. She's been working so hard for months and months. It's really helped in her recovery. She's super focused, and on top of that, she's having an absolute ball of a time too.
And she's given everybody else such a good time too, because
Yeah.
her energy is always so high, and she's just getting through everybody. Everybody's happy when they're around her.
She's the hype girl of the
Yeah.
Australian team for sure. Yeah.
But as friends, what does it mean to you guys?
I'm so incredibly proud of
Yeah.
her and so happy and privileged that she even asked us to come along. It's amazing.
We were pretty surprised at first. I mean, obviously we'll always be there for her and
Yeah.
stuff, and when she was going through hard times, we were there for her. It was a no-brainer to us. But then when she asked us to come here, we were just blown away. We're like, what?
Yeah, it was so cool. So,
Yeah.
such an honour for her to even ask us and for us to be here for her and the rest of the team. Yeah.
So, and you are part of that team.
Yeah,
How does it feel to be part of this community?
It's incredible, and
yeah.
I think at no point have we not felt part of the community. Everything that has been organised for friends and family has just made us feel like we belong here as well. It's been incredible.
Yeah, I mean, everything from the gear to the way that our sort of team admin people have been looking after the friends and family and the competitors has been awesome. We're just one big Aussie crew, which is really cool. Yeah,
very proud.
Oh, thank you so much, guys. Enjoy the rest of it.
Yeah, thanks, guys.
Aussie, Aussie, Aussie!
Oi, oi, oi!
Yeah.
Go Canada!
There
he goes.
Go Canada!
What an event. What a great addition to the Invictus Games. It's the environment. It's the energy. It's the courage. It's so infectious. I mean, I wonder if there's a spare sledge knocking around.
We wonder indeed. JJ, find your tea tray, head on down that mountain, and make sure there's a camera on you, and we'll check in with that.
Absolutely.
On the next edition.
But it was interesting just to reflect a little bit on the philosophy of bringing winter sports into the Invictus Games. And there was two things. It was about taking the competitors out into the beauty of nature, and it couldn't be more beautiful up in Whistler, but also introducing managed risks. You know, the wounded, injured and sick servicemen and women, there's a vulnerability that comes with that, and introducing them into something like skeleton or even some of the skiing, and I think that was part of it, and it's working fantastically.
It is. Adaptive sport. Here we are. Shout out to Whistler Adaptive there as well. This is The Daily Show.
Here comes the moment of the day. Presented by Boeing.
Yeah, Kevin, you good?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, you look perfect. Have fun. Feel strong.
Thanks. See ya.
And that was our moment of the day, supported by Boeing, co-presenting partner of Invictus Games 2025.
A lot of action up on the mountains today and perfect conditions. Here's one of the biathlon events.
We head back to Whistler Olympic Park now for the biathlon.
Now representing the host nation Canada, retired aerospace engineering officer Louise Smith. She says she'd rather regret the risks that didn't work out than the chances she didn't take at all. A quotation that she's taken from the great American gymnast Simone Biles. Mary Garza of the United States of America. Retired logistics specialist second class from the United States Navy. A third-generation sailor with family roots also in the Marines and the Army, but the first woman in her family to serve in the military. This is the remarkable Major Ashley Chrisman from the United States Marine Corps. Over 17 years of service. She is currently combating advanced stage 4 cancer. A lifelong athlete. She actually embraced surfing in 2022. Used the Warrior Athlete Recovery Program to maintain her fitness and strengthen her cancer fight. 5 targets that the competitors will attempt to strike. And I mentioned earlier that the apparatus they're using has been specially designed to factor in the psychological circumstances of many of these competitors. fact that they have endured, a lot of them, significant trauma in combat situations, and therefore it's important that the shooting equipment they're using is silent, is not something that's going to give a loud noise and a big triggered kickback. There is what happens if you regrettably are not able to get all 5.
The penalty loop is about 80 meters in circumference, and if you do miss one, you have to do 1 loop with the penalty loop, 1 loop with the penalty loop. If you miss 2 shots, you have to do 2 loops, and so on and so forth. It can add quite a lot of time to the raw time that the competitors record when they finish the competition.
It is Mary Garza who is leading the way in the women's open competition. We've just had Dr. Wenier cross the line for Canada. And we now watch the conclusion of Louise Smith's campaign in the biathlon competition, and look at the energy put into that positive finish. She says she is grateful for the unwavering support of her friends and family who stand by her regardless of her mental or physical limitations. Invictus, unconquered, Louise Smith.
Navigating this course in an exceptional 5 minutes, 16.1 seconds for the gold medal is Mary Garza of the United States. And what a lovely moment on the podium between these 3 competitors and now friends. The gold medal to Mary Garza of the USA, silver to Ashley Christman of the USA, and bronze to Marie-Cécile Boeuf of France.
We all just worked together and, you know, pumped each other up. And, you know, I think even too, getting to be around the other countries and, you know, hearing their stories, it was amazing. I think that's what pretty much had everybody moving forward, you know? Yeah, but yeah, it was amazing. It was amazing out there.
We all play for Canada, supported by Canadian Tire. We all play for Canada, supported by Canadian Tire.
All right, let's take you back up to Whistler and Nordic cross country.
To Whistler Olympic Park now, where over 60 competitors raced in Nordic cross-country skiing. From novice to experienced across men's and women's, it was a wonderful morning of competition on the slopes.
We are underway in the women's novice INO4 competition. This is squadron leader Belinda Cully of Australia from Adelaide. She's 46. Married to her husband Tez, her soulmate, as she puts it so beautifully. She has 3 stepchildren, a couple of dogs as well. She supported so many natural disaster efforts like Operation Bushfire Assist, Operation Flood Assist, Operation COVID-19 Assist as well. And this is Olivia Miley-Dyer. This is Maggie Ainsworth, who's wearing number 15. So we've just had a slight change to some of the bib numbers. But Maggie Ainsworth from the Princess Mary Royal Air Force Nursing Service from 2012 until very recently. And this is Rufka Hanna of Canada, Human Resources Clerk. Currently serving in the army from New Brunswick, deployed overseas to Bosnia and to Afghanistan. Worked with engineers to build a bridge in Bosnia, enabling local children to access a school. And this is Staff Sergeant Leandra Moering in the United States Army.
Fresh from competing in skeleton yesterday, representing Team US.
She was introduced to adaptive sports at the Fort Liberty Soldier Recovery Unit. She says she cannot say enough good things about that place and what it's done for her. She says that adaptive sport has helped her so much in her struggle with social anxiety, boosted her confidence, and she owes so much of it as well to her greatest support, her husband, and their 2 sons. 4 minutes and 3 seconds produced by Captain Olivia Miley-Dyer, who we saw at the start. I just want to say a little more about Olivia Miley-Dyer, because before her time in the army, she worked for the United Nations in Cambodia, working for the prosecution on Khmer Rouge War Crimes Tribunal.
One of the first things that you learn as a skier, whether you want to or not, is how to get up after a fall.
Absolutely. Demonstrated well there by Human Resources Clerk Rufka Hanna. But what a performance from Captain Miley-Dyer.
This medal ceremony is supported by Tech Resources.
Invictus Games are being held on First Nations land. And the entire Invictus Games family expressing its gratitude for being able to be here on First Nations land at Whistler in British Columbia. Winner of the bronze medal representing Team UK is Maggie Maugarzada Ainsworth, who served so diligently in the Princess Mary Royal Air Force Nursing Service. The silver medalist is Leandra Moering of Team US. With a blistering time of 4 minutes, 3.2 seconds, Olivia Miley-Dyer of Australia steps forward to receive the gold medal. Invictus Games champion, a brilliant result for her and for her nation. And for all 3 of these formidable contenders. They arrived here full of hope, and they will leave Invictus Games medalists.
Invictus Games 2025 medal ceremonies are supported by Tech Resources.
And we're delighted to say Olivia is in the studio with us, like London buses, isn't it? These gold medals just
Gold
come
medals.
rushing in all at once.
Like this.
Thank
Congratulations.
you very much.
How was that, watching it back?
A bit surreal, actually. I was like, oh, just a bit of a shock, really, to even, you know, Team Australia, even to be in Canada and on the snow has been a bit of a culture shock for all of us. So it's really, I think, only just kind of sinking in now that I've actually competed and actually had some racing experience. So, yeah.
I mean, how did you prepare? Because there's not much snow in Australia, is there?
No, so we all did a few days on snow, but again, it's Australian snow, so not the best quality snow. And then we've been doing roller skis and roller skating, so that's been good. We have some great Nordic coaches, and Army and Navy and Air Force all sent some biathlon coaches to help us out, which was great. And then we also had some time on the laser rifles on the gym floor, and we'd get like a ski erg and try and simulate it.
That's cool.
Yeah.
I guess you just kind of answered the question, the riddle as to why there are so many Aussies here in British Columbia and love to be up at Whistler and Blackcomb and the interior mountains as well. But you had quite the cheering section there, including family.
Yeah, so both my parents have come, as well as my twin sister Phoebe and my older sister Jess. So that was great to have everyone here. My older sister is actually a retired professional surfer, so the family's travelled to sporting events, but very exciting for them to come and watch me.
So we like to do a hi to the family, so go ahead and say right there.
Hello everyone, I hope you're all having fun. And I hope Mum stopped crying, because she's very emotional.
That's very good. That'll be for breakfast tomorrow morning. You'll be sitting there having breakfast, and then you'll appear. And this is the first of quite a few sports that you're doing here, isn't it?
Yes, so today was my first day competing, which was very exciting. And then in a few days' time, I've got the swimming, then heading into the volleyball and the rowing.
Busy. But starting with a gold, not bad.
Well, yeah, I mean, you can just sit back and relax now, and the pressure's on your teammates, isn't it? What's your sitting volleyball team like?
We're very energetic. We've got great morale. We've got a good coach. We're pumped. We're excited. And we are actually versing Canada in one of our very first games. So we may have the home crowd against us, but we're looking forward to it.
Well, best of luck to you with that. Let's talk a little bit, if you don't mind, about your service and your story. How did you become involved in Invictus Games? How did you get here?
So basically, I was diagnosed with cancer during the pandemic, which was very isolating and disruptive in where I thought my life was headed. So actually a friend from the office told me, oh, there's this Invictus, you should check it out. So I applied, and I was actually in Canada at the time, just on a trip in Banff, and a huge rainstorm came down while I was having my interview. But yeah, so just from that, I just wanted to be part of a team again. I'd spent a lot of time in hospital by myself, and had lost a lot of confidence throughout my treatment. And I think I was probably too focused on what I had lost and not really trying to re-engage and learning to kind of live with cancer, which was a concept that I really hated. Don't really love it now, but like learning to accept it. So this has really been the start of my journey, and I'm looking forward to, you know, really building on this experience and having a more positive outlook.
I mean, Invictus, it is a remarkable vehicle for that, isn't it? And being able to share your experience with people who perhaps very similar, that sort of team ethic, it's very special.
Yes, well, definitely being part of a team again is something that I really had missed during my treatment. I think it's so important to so many people in defence, something that we're definitely ingrained in us and something that brings us a lot of joy. So to be back in that team environment and to have people who can relate to me, I think when you know, I was diagnosed in my 20s, and I'd go to different rehab centres, or I'd go into treatment centres, and everyone was significantly older than me. So to have people who have more of a similar life experience to me and being able to share this journey and see what they've been able to overcome as well has been really great for me to see. And I think it's also good for my family to see, to kind of witness that resilience and what you can overcome.
And if I may, you just did that for our audience as well. You're helping people by sharing your story. Thank you for sharing it with us.
Thanks for having
Good luck
me.
for the other events this week.
You.
We'll be watching you. Gold medalist.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yes, congratulations. That's it for this edition of The Daily Show, and it wraps up on the next edition. The winter sport wraps up at Whistler.
JJ.
Skeleton.
Hopefully.
Let's hope.
Let's see.
We'll see you then. This is The Daily Show.